Welcome to Victimize with Muhammad Said. Today we are continuing with scientific computing using Python programming. The other time we saw the equation of line that was y is equal to x squared plus 1. Today we are coming with a different equation but same technique, and that is y is equal to x squared plus 2, given the x values in a series also. And again, we are going to do the line graph. Very interesting here for you. Now, we begin by importing the library specifically for that, and that is NumPy. How do we do that? Simply import NumPy as NP. You run. When you run, it takes you to a next cell. As I said, we are going to do the line graph. We have to import the library specifically for that, and that is import matplotlib dot pyplot as PROT. There is another way, but to me I prefer now to use this one. It has no problem. Python very interesting, very compatible. You can go with it anywhere, the way how you feel you like, so long as you understand it. Now, given our series values, we say x is equal to, we define it in this way, np dot numpy array function. That is parenthesis, you put the square bracket, our values, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take those values enough. As an example, it depends on the way how you want to deal with it. It can be as big as you want. The syntax is very important and technique is very interesting. Once you know the technique, it will be easier for you to handle everything. Python is very interesting. Then you run. We are going to find now the y value given our value, and our equation, as I said, it was y is equal to 2x squared plus 2. We do it in this way when you are dealing with the Python, especially here. We do like a 2 times, we put an operator, that is our operator, it means times x, then because it is 2x squared, the power exponential is 2, we put it operator 2 times, implying 2x. Okay, 2 plus 2. Now you run. It takes you to a next cell, meaning it's ready, no error, error free. Now we want to get an output for our equation of y, which is y is equal to 2x squared plus 2. How do we do that? Simply call the print command by doing this. Print function, then you put what value. Don't put a single quote or double quote. It has already been defined. Then you run. When you run, you get a value for y-axis, implying that when x is 0, y is 2. When x is 1, y is 4. Where up to when x is 5, y is 52. Now, as I said, we want to do the line graph. What is syntax? The syntax is very easy because you have already said you have matplotlib. We are going to begin by saying PLT dot plot. You want a line graph. Then parenthesis, our values for x and y. Then you go next. Okay. You say I want to put a title PLT. The title for my graph has to be there as an interesting thing. You put in a single quote or double quote. Python is very interesting because the text. Now say my title is going to be equation of line. Equation of line for x versus y. Very interesting. Now we want to say x value. We say PLT, the syntax x label, like that. You say x label parenthesis, you put your character inside the parenthesis, single quote or double quote, and that's maybe X values. And then you go still for PLT Y label. This is going to be for Y value. Single quote or double quote, take the things because the uniform single quote Y values. Y value the mistakes. Then let's put the legend. PLT dot legend. Parenthesis, single quote, square bracket, then you put single quote or double quote what you want to put. Okay, now it will be my X values, comma, single quote or double quote, then say my Y values on Y. And this one you can say my X value on X axis. You can add, no problem. Python is very interesting. It will not compromise on Y axis. Very interesting. Now you can show PLT.show. Our graph tool has to come. Then when you run, very interesting. This is our graph. What you've learned so far is very interesting. How can you get the series for Y given the series of X in the equation? And the line graph. Very interesting. Python in scientific computing. Given everything can do. Stay tuned with Vitama to learn and become the champion anywhere on this planet.